The movie Sound of Freedom was made to expose the ongoing abuse of children through child sex trafficking. Now, despite attempts from some on the left to discredit the movie so it wouldn't gain traction, it has not only persevered said attack, it has succeeded in bringing this necessary awareness to the public. But is being aware of the problem enough? Or does something more have to happen for these children to be saved? Well, let's talk about that. Hey, welcome back to Enough with the Crazy. The movie Sound of Freedom has really done well in fulfilling its desire to make the public aware of the horrors of child sex trafficking. Since its release, there have been many articles written about it, as well as countless videos done on the subject, the majority of which have been extremely supportive of the message, with those few who for some reason think that anything that would bring the issue of sex trafficking to light is a bad thing. Still, as we are all probably aware, the movie has done incredibly well at the box office, surpassing everyone's expectation. The most recent tracking data shows that the movie is close to hitting the $151.4 million mark domestically, as well as now going international beginning on August 18th. Now that's all good and well, and the more we keep talking about it, keeping the awareness alive, the better. After all, look at what we've accomplished by not relenting on Bud Light. But what effect will our awareness have in this if, unlike with Bud Light, we don't respond with some type of action? What good will all the efforts to bring this issue to light be if we are made aware of this horrible issue and even piercingly affected by it, but do nothing more than talk about it? With Bud Light, it was only because people acted on their awareness by not buying the beer that we saw results for the issue we had in wanting to protect our kids. And now, knowing the unrelenting horrors of the actual abuse many of these victims are enduring, how much more so is it necessary that we all act to expose this despicable sex trafficking industry to protect women and children? Especially since, according to data from Pressat's Sex Trafficking Statistics 2022 Worldwide Research Report, every single day there are 35 million victims of sex trafficking. That the industry has never been larger and has an estimated $99 billion market value. And that there have never been so many child victims. Worldwide, almost 20% of all victims are children. However, in some parts of Africa and the Mekong region, children are the majority, up to 100%. So with this startling data, how is it that some people rather spend their time publicly coming out against the film instead of using the awareness it has brought to rally the cause of ending this horrific industry? The fact remains that the horrors that these women and children are forcibly subjected to are real and need to be ended ASAP. Those disgusting perverts and pedophiles that abuse these women and children need to be exposed and put to justice. Saving these victims is the only thing that should matter to us. So we need to keep talking about this, and we need to never relent from talking about this on any platform that we can. But more than that, we need to show up at our political town halls and debates, challenging our elected officials as to what they are going to do to end this abomination. We need to challenge them at every turn so that, like what we did with Bud Light, we can also do towards ending this horrific industry and hence see results in saving these abused victims. Each of these victims enduring such atrocities are someone's child, daughter, brother, sister. We need to act because no one should ever have to endure this type of abuse. And even though these victims may not be someone we know and love, we need to remember that they are someone that somebody loves. And think about this. As this perverted industry continues to grow, one day, it just could be someone you do love suffering these atrocities. So don't fall into the trap thinking that there's nothing you can do because this issue is just too big. Write your congressional representatives. Challenge your state and national leaders to fight this. If doing so could save only one child from these horrors, wouldn't it be worth it? After all, if it was your child, wouldn't you think it was? So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this type of content, please take a moment to share this video with others, as that would be a great benefit to me. And please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel, as that would immensely help me to grow the channel. Hey, as always, I'd like to say God bless, and thanks for taking the time to listen. Until next time,